All right. Um, Anyone have anything to mastermind about that they want to talk about? Otherwise, um, oh man, I didn't even come prepared today. Um, so as much as I love deep, in-depth conversation, I also love like simpleness. So I would love to know how you have lived on purpose this week, or if you feel like you haven't, how do you intend to?
Um, how have I lived on purpose this week? I intentionally got involved in something that I'm passionate about, that I have belief in, and I got involved and spoke to it. And that was definitely me living on purpose and getting outside of my comfort zone. And definitely something that I'm celebrating today, taking that action.
Awesome. Living on purpose. And it took courage. Woo,
Sure did. Sure did.
awesome. Suze, what about you? Got anything for us?
Yeah, I've been living on purpose with conversations, like
Mm.
feeling things, saying things, knowing like what's the best for me and for my family. And because a lot of times I think of the best of other people, naturally, I think of the best of other people and not myself or my family. And so, yeah, I've been having really good conversations of like standards and things that we have as a family. So it's been really good to step into that.
Yeah, the hard conversations.
Courage.
Yeah, lots
So,
of courage.
it's so fun to see like how our monthly themes go, like how that truly is drawn out of us, that when we focus on that, then we see more of it, you know
Yeah,
we can live on purpose when we choose to see the things, and step out into it, you
yeah,
know
yeah. And
yeah
for me, like having the monthly themes, like it's all like it's always in the back of my mind. So then I'm like, how am I like
yeah
stepping out with courage and how can I do more of it? And so yeah, that's been super helpful having the themes every month. So I love that.
So, what's your answer, Nicole? How have you lived on purpose this week, or how do you plan to from
Um,
here?
I would say being super intentional about like my book and all of the planning around that, like because doing something so massive is like huge for me, and like to stay committed to it is huge for me, I guess. But I don't know, my like my heart and my soul is totally into it. So I guess it's not as hard, but also it's taking a massive amount of courage and intentionality to stay the course. So yeah, that would be my answer.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah. All right. We're at 10 after. Do you guys need a breakout room?
Yes,
Yes,
please.
please. And I quoted you, staying committed to what takes my heart and soul.
Yeah,
Mm,
dude.
literally.
All right. Liv, anyone got any thoughts? Because oh man, I could use some help today if you've got anything. If not, well,
I'm curious, Nicole, how do you support yourself with living in a healthy headspace?
how do I support myself? Um, well, first, I would say like when emotions or thoughts or whatever come up, like allowing myself to feel them and process them and so they clear, like because I used to not, I used to like I've said it before, like I used to like it was always said to me like just stay positive, just it gets better, blah blah blah. So then like I always thought like feeling anything other than like positive emotions was a bad thing, but now I know that I need to feel all of the emotions and process all of the thoughts. Otherwise they just get pushed out and then later eventually bubble up and it all just kind of blows up into a big fucking mess. But so yeah, allowing myself to feel and process thoughts and emotions, and then like to keep my sanity, to stay grounded. I would say meditation is a tool or a resource that I use very often to help me, yeah, stay clear and grounded.
I love that. What I heard is to be still and actually like take stock of the day-to-day feelings and situations and thoughts that are going on so that we can process them. Because I think about myself too and how I'm always on to the next thing. I'm always, I'm constantly moving towards something. And I even found myself saying that this morning to the kids, like, we're always going, we're always going. And so I think what I heard and what I'm taking from your advice is to be still. And I love that you say meditate, because I'm always practicing being more still and intentionally being still so that I can listen within. And processing emotions is something that I am practicing becoming aware of and being able to identify what I'm feeling, and then being able to, from identifying it, then being able to process it. Because my thing is like, I'm not sure what I'm feeling a lot of the time. I don't, up until now, like I've never put intentional focus on, well, what is that feeling? It's pretty broad and surface to say like it's positive or negative is really like kind of how it's summed up to me. And now intentionally living my life to identify it so that I can process and move into the healthy headspace quicker. So I love what you were sharing about that. I think that's all the things that I'm personally practicing in my life right now to live my life intentionally.
Yeah, yeah. I love how you said about like slowing down and like how you just said to your kids this morning about like, and because I I said to my mom the other day, like, I don't even remember what she was doing, but she is someone that is constantly going, going, going. And it just gives me like, it exhausts me, to be honest. I'm just like, oh my God, like,
Yeah.
holy shit. But like, I think we live in such a fast paced world. Like, that's like, ugh, gross. And I said to her the other day, I'm like, what are you in a hurry for? Like, for what? For what? Like, I'll hear her say things like, I gotta do, I don't know, I gotta do the dishes before I like play with Paisley, which would be my niece, her granddaughter. And I'm just like, why? The dishes will be there when you're done playing with Paisley. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's something that I recognize often, and it drives me crazy that people have the need to be in a rush all the time. And so, yeah. I love that thought.
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
actually something that I said yesterday to my neighbor when we were out together. We like started fast walking, and I was like, I even said, I live like an urgency in my life. Like, oh, actually, we were talking about driving, like being able to like get in somewhere, or we were talking about California rolling at a stop sign, right? Like not fully stopping at a stop sign and how we kind of just roll through. And I pointed out that that happens a lot. Like I saw her do it. And we were talking about that. And I said, I really kind of live an urgent life. Like I'm always going like 9 over the speed limit. It don't matter if I have anywhere to go or I'm intentionally trying to get somewhere fast. Like I always go the same. My speed is urgency in my life. So that was actually something that we were just talking about last night. So I'm wired that way.
Yeah. Has it always been that way for you? Or
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so. But as far as I know, like my adult life is like, yeah,
Yeah.
urgency.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
being reminded to slow down and take it in and live in the moment so
Mhm.
that that's how we live on purpose in my eyes. I agree.
Yes. Yes. All right. Top of the hour.
Yeah, so you both were talking about meditation before, and I was on a call with a coach. Excuse me, yawning is going to be on there, but I was on a call with Coach Jenna, and she had said she got this really strong feeling about meditation and to see if my brother meditates. And I don't know that he does, but she said, in times when he's laying in bed and there's nothing else he can do because of the pain and because of all of the things, meditation could be a really great thing. I have no clue like where to even start with that. Like, are there healing meditations? Are there like different things like that you guys would suggest of like led meditations that you enjoy or that you like or that? So just looking for that it keeps on coming back to my mind. So I'm like, okay, I gotta talk to him about it.
Yeah. So for anyone going through any health issues, my go-to would be Dr. Joe Dispenza. I don't know if you are familiar with him at all, or
Joe Dispenza,
yeah.
like that.
The second S is a Z.
Okay.
But yeah, he has several books, and also there are meditations on YouTube that you can find of his, or he has some that can be purchased from his website. But also to dive into some of his testimonials from people, like it's fantastic, and the science behind it is incredible. And that's who I went to see in Cancun, actually.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Cool.
I would highly recommend checking out his work.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Will do. I've got that down and searched now, so it's up on my thing. Up on one of my 20 tabs.
Yeah. Let me know if you have any other questions, but
Awesome.
just let me know when you're back and we'll pop in a breakout room.
Sounds good. Okay,
Okay.
see you soon.
Yeah.
Yes. Ooh, recording also.